Hello, everybody. This is Noah and John, and we are from UrbanDigs, and it is Monday. So you're going to get your Brooklyn weekly market update. John, let's get right to it. I'm looking at Brooklyn supply 2745. I see a lot of red over there, Johnny. Show me that chart.
There should be a lot of red, no, because supply in Brooklyn on an overall level is just falling. I mean, it was just a few weeks ago, we were looking at breaking the 3,000 barrier. We broke that. Now we're coming close to 2,500. Supply is it's down almost 7% from last week. So
yeah,
that's the story.
That is going down. That is a story. That's a story for Manhattan as well. But Brooklyn feels like that's the story for Brooklyn for a long time. Let's move over to Brooklyn demand, Johnny. Pending sales, 3,074. Show me that chart.
If the story on supply is falling, the story on pending is starting to tick up a little bit. I mean, you notice it sort of bottoming out, sort of plateauing, and now it looks like it's on the way back up.
Yeah, so I mean, you got supply going down, you got pending sales starting to go up a little bit, and you add those two pieces together, and at the end of the day, the market pulse in Brooklyn is over 1. So you got more things in contract right now versus available for supply. It's just not the best recipe for buyers, Johnny.
No, you're right. And if you look at where the numbers are in terms of how things are actually rising and falling, look at pending. It's up by maybe 0.5%. But supply falling 5% plus on a weekly level. That's the story right there. It's yes, there's a lot of demand in Brooklyn, but supply is just dropping off. And then that's really what's driving that market.
Well, let's take a look at those weeklies, Johnny. We're going to go to the UrbanDigs market ticker on our dashboard. I'm looking at Brooklyn right here. Supply 186 things came on the market. That's, of course, after a slow post-Thanksgiving listing season. Johnny, show me that chart.
It is slow, 186. I mean, that's one of the slower weeks we've seen this year. And, this is sort of the return of seasonality hitting on the supply side in Brooklyn. You normally you're going to expect these listings to sort of taper off as you enter the new year. You wouldn't expect a wave of these things to come back. And this sort of plays into what we were talking about on the Manhattan report, which is the case for listing now, which is there is a supply shortage in Brooklyn.
Yeah, and it's a good case to list right now, Johnny, because you know why? I'm looking at contract signed in Brooklyn. It's at 204. That's up 28%. There's more things going into contract than there's stuff coming on the market on a weekly basis. Johnny, show me that chart.
Yeah, and that's just another high notch over 200 for Brooklyn, which is just, it's been gangbusters this year, and I don't see why it's going to stop anytime soon here.
Yeah, and the data doesn't suggest anything less. So, Johnny, let's take a look at the chart du jour. We're going to go outside of UrbanDigs here, and we're going to take a look at the Brooklyn rental market. We always like to check in on the rental market over here. And you got 4 boxes, guys, because we got studios in the upper left, we got 1 bedrooms in the upper right, 2 bedrooms in the lower left, and we got 3 bedrooms in the lower right. So you could go see which category you want to zone in on. But what we're basically showing you here is the black bars are showing you how much inventory has coming on in that sector on a monthly basis versus the red line that's showing you the median last ask rental price. And I mean, the charts speak for themselves. I mean, if I'm looking for an overriding theme here, Johnny, take a look at the new inventory in most of these charts. It's just straight down. And I mean, I think I guess renters should be happy that these rental rates are mixed, maybe even falling. The only thing I see rising a little bit is 3 bedrooms, and that's barely rising. That's my point.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. And, you would normally expect to see, just like in sales, you would normally expect to see a dip in the number of units listed. But, the problem here is when we're looking at how many units are listed, we're looking at units listed under a certain price. So if your bogey is trying to get a studio for under 2,000, it's going to be increasingly difficult to hit these price points, these sort of long lasting medium price points in Brooklyn.
Yes, thank you, Johnny, for clarifying that these are our inventory under a certain threshold. We looked at that median threshold in each category, and that's the threshold just to give buyers a sense of how much their money is going these days and what their options are. And the point is, it's not going that far. Thank you, Johnny, for pulling up all these charts. Really interesting to see the Brooklyn rental market doing its thing. I am Noah. We're both from UrbanDigs. Don't forget, guys, if you got questions, we have answers. Please just visit our forum right down over here. And if you want to see any of the reports from today, just click on one of these buttons right over here. That's where we're going to post it. Other than that, this has been your Brooklyn Weekly Market Update, and we'll catch you next time.